Ali, hello. This will happen probably a few times more that I have to add another term to a manual for practice. And sometimes I just wake up in the middle of the night and, oh, so what's with the public sphere? This is, of course, crucial because that makes precisely the difference doing something privately, whatever activity is, or making that practice publicly, or at least the results of that practice publicly. So this is crucial for claim also at the same time claiming a value importance that you suggest that other might profit in some way from looking or being part of that process of putting something out in public. Yeah, I think that's the moment, putting something out in public. Publication in English. In German, it's nice because it's veröffentlichen, so it's also opening something to another outside. So that is, of course, a decision. And if you've done that a few times, you as a person, as an author, as a human being, you become at least partially, not necessarily a person of public interest, like some kind of art critic misunderstand themselves and think themselves as public intellectual. Meanwhile, they are just kind of like staring at a microcosmos. But the stuff you put out, with the stuff you put out, you become, of course, you lose a certain privacy, and some stuff is then of certain relevance. And I think that is, even if it's kind of 3 people, 5 people, or 9 people, or 200 people, a process that can be described as publishing. Yeah. And so I think this kind of like the decision making, what to put out, what to put in the public, is important to understand that you are in charge of that. Particularly in our field, it's not like that investigative journalists film us through the bushes and then send these snapshots out. This might happen in small, tiny micro wars that you have maybe with your close relationships, but that is necessary, and that is normally not something that we deal with. Yeah, there was something. Oh, of course, social media is all about that. Dissolving that kind of border, what's public and what's private, and that has, of course, influenced also the mode of everything goes out in the arts as being just part of becoming part of this mega industry. So I think this selection of what not to seems also kind of less distinct. But I think it's good to remind yourself that you are in charge in most of the time. What you put out there, and how you also fence that kind of like the publicity, that opening, how you kind of define and distinct it. Yeah, so in this way, it's, I think, a grundessential, basic and essential move to put something out in the open, but also cut the piece of cake that is defined through you and your responsibilities. Nope, that's it.